penis necklaces.
Thank you for joining us at Join Our Table. Today we have a very special episode. We're going to be doing some one-on-one interviews with your favorite adventurers. Today we have Christina here. You guys know her as our beautiful studio gnome. Christina, would you mind kind of introducing yourself and what you do here at AKG?
Okay, so, hi, I'm Christina. I am, like Aaliyah said, the studio gnome here. That happened just because I'm good at hiding in corners and grabbing things for people. Also, I have a lifelong obsession with gnomes. It's kind of weird. It's very weird, but I love gnomes. And I've always wanted to be one. And here I get to be a lot of people's gnomes, so that's just great. I'm also the loot curator, which means I'm running the shop here at AKG. I make dice bags. I make a lot of other nerdy crafts. I help with alchemy crafts here on at AKG with Elisha. Your name is Elisha.
Okay. So, what is your relationship with gaming? What does it mean in your life, and kind of what does it mean to you?
Well, I think definitely my relationship with gaming is a lot different than other people in our group here. Like, I didn't grow up playing video games from a really young age regularly. It was never one of my main hobbies. I actually had really, really bad motion sickness growing up, which prevented me from playing a lot of games like a lot of us have.
That's really sad.
I've played like Pokemon when I was little, and I played The Sims and a bunch of other stuff like that, but I could never do anything with a lot of movement. So yeah, it is a little bit sad. I would watch my brother play video games a lot, but I've always had a lot of friends who are obsessed with gaming. Like, I'm a very geeky, nerdy person, I didn't grow up with the video game background of that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm getting older, I'm growing out of my motion sickness, so about when I was in college was really when I started playing actual, like, RPGs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I know you have a real fondness for, like, Dragon Age.
Yes, so the way I, like, got into games, I actually broke a laptop of mine and was bored as heck at home. My brother was like, wow, you should play Dragon Age Origins on my computer. Just go ahead and do that. So I had no laptop or anything. My phone didn't really access the internet, so I sat down and played almost the entire game.
Wow.
Like, I didn't get sick. I had such a great time. It wasn't too hard for me or anything. But yeah, that really, so I definitely played that game, and from there I went on. I actually skipped Dragon Age 2 for some reason. It was like 2014, so right after Dragon Age Inquisition came out. I skipped right to that because I heard, I don't know, but I played that. Right now I have over 400 hours on it.
Jeez.
I've played it several times. I've played through all of the Dragon Age games, all of the Mass Effect games. Mass Effect is really, that is my favorite game series. I love Mass Effect. I've played through the entire original trilogy multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think what really helped me get into games, it's just a very interesting storytelling medium, I think. BioWare especially, the story helped me really get into games. And now I've played a lot more. I'm here now.
What about board and RPG? How did you make the transition from video games to kind of doing what you do now?
So really the thing that convinced me to start playing tabletop games, well, of course, my husband, Ben, he's made me play, he was talking, Warhammer and stuff like that. I've played that. You're the one who really convinced me to play D&D because you wanted to get this campaign, our Sunday campaign outside of this set up. You asked me to play. I have always, I've suffered from a lot of social anxiety through my life, too. which really I never felt like I was funny or creative enough to ever play D&D. Like, I never had the confidence in myself to, like, be willing to join somebody's campaign not knowing what to do, like, everything. But I think in the, like, past year or so, I think I've really started enjoying the game. Enjoying playing with friends and everything. It's really not scary. I think it's actually helped me a lot with overcoming some of my hang-ups about, like, self-esteem and everything. I think it's helped a lot, so.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this, you're fucking hilarious.
Okay.
So, and I'm very happy that it's kind of helped with that. And it's kind of a real deep relationship with gaming, too, as well.
Yeah, so, like, I think my relationship might not be as old or ingrained as some other people, but I think especially the relationship between games and helping me through mental health situations is really important to me. It makes me really care about what I'm doing here. So, yeah, it's different. I think I bring a different perspective than a lot of people have, but yeah, it's just me. Just how my life, whatever.
Well, so next question, kind of going into, you did mention that out of all of us, you really are the least experienced gamer, though you really come up with some kick-ass stuff when we're playing. But, so as far as your classes go in RPGs that you play, I know you are playing I believe it's a bard in our new campaign.
Yeah.
And then you're playing a ranger in our Sunday campaign. So kind of, I know we haven't been able to play the bard much, but just as far as character creation and your flavor and personality through it, do you kind of have one that you're favoring as far as that goes?
Well, I think I went with the ranger first because one of Critical Role, listening to Critical Role, like, rangers seem pretty awesome to me. But also other games I've played, like, the first time playing through Dragon Age, I usually play like an archer. So I was like, I love the forest and animals and stuff, so I went with that. I didn't want to pick anything too magic heavy the first time I was going on, like, the first time I was playing. Yeah, I think the bard is gonna be, like, it is a little bit of a stretch for me, I think, but I'm willing to take the challenge of, like, more improvising and everything. I think it'll be fun, and I think it's a good stepping point from starting with a ranger. Yeah. For me, at least.
I think they're very different classes. Definitely. Okay. Now, going back to earlier with your relationship, kind of with gaming and all of that. I know you don't have much experience in the gaming industry. I'm assuming. But what kind of experience do you hope to eventually have in the gaming industry? As far as, like, developing, publishing, or just playing professionally. Kind of, what do you kind of hope to see happen? If anything.
Yeah. Well, I don't ever really see myself getting too into, like, actually developing a game. I don't think that's where my talents really lie, but I think just my main goal moving forward is to give people like me who've always been scared to play or whatever, like, some kind of, like, hey, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Like, it can really help you. It can really help you come out of your shell. I would love to be able to kind of be an advocate for people who are too scared or too anxious or think it's not for them because they don't fit some kind of mold. Like, I would just love to make sure that there's a space for that. There's, like, the anti-gatekeeper kind of,
Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. That's really beautiful. So you're kind of hoping to make the game industry more available, more accessible to people that might not have the confidence at the time to just go gun-ho, because it can be very intimidating.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
And I think also it's, no offense or anything, but I think it's easy for people in the industry to forget about people who, like me or something, like, who are inexperienced but not kids. Like, I think there's definitely a place for that sort of thing that might not be there right now. But
Definitely. And we might touch a little bit more on that in a later question as well, but I totally agree, a lot of people in the industry don't take inexperienced adults into consideration. All right, here's a little bit of a fun one. What are some of your favorite games? Video, board, RPG?
Mass Effect. Mass Effect for sure.
Okay.
The original trilogy. I don't know why, but I love it. I don't know. Space, man. Space is great.
Oh, you mean a space gnome?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
Frick, would the helmet be pointy?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, definitely Mass Effect. I think I'm not a very obsessed Pokemon player, but Pokemon I'm a 90s kid. It's always gonna have a place in my heart,
Yeah.
Growing up seeing the movies with my dad and brother in the theater. Yeah, there's certainly a lot of nostalgia around Pokemon for me. Let's see, board games. It's a little bit harder for me because I haven't played a whole lot.
Yeah.
Just not Monopoly.
Oh.
Fuck Monopoly.
God.
In its fucking face.
That's the worst shit ever.
But I do love Magic. I like playing Magic. Played it since high school with Ben. I think it's a lot of fun. Don't take it too seriously and just sit down and I think you can bond a lot with somebody playing Magic. So.
Oh gosh.
Or punch him in the face, whatever. But
I mean,
it's fine.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Potato, potato.
Yeah.
All right, another fun one. Cats or dogs?
It's such a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
In my adult life, I'd have to say I'm more of a cat person, but only because I'd rather live with a cat than a dog. I love visiting people's dogs, and I love borrowing your dog.
He loves being borrowed.
They're just pretty high maintenance,
Oh, yeah.
I like the cat. He's chill. I don't have to take him for walks.
Yeah.
Very snuggly.
Okay.
No barking.
All right, so this goes back to kind of you wanting to be an advocate. Where do you hope to see yourself in the gaming industry world in the future? So that could be AKG, that could be you branching off and doing your own thing, like being an advocate for unexperienced adult players. Kind of, where do you want to see yourself in that?
That is so hard. I don't right now. I don't have any crazy ambitions or anything, but I don't know. Thinking.
It's okay. We could also move on from that. I'm sure
hard.
with time that'll develop.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's okay. Another funky fun one. Pirates or ninjas?
See, I remember this debate from 2006 internet times, right?
Oh, yeah.
I remember I always went with pirates because of Johnny Depp. But I do think a ninja would kill a pirate, no contest.
Okay.
It's controversial, but my heart says pirates, my brain says ninjas.
I gotcha. Gotcha. All right, another fun one. What is your Harry Potter house?
Ravenclaw, for sure.
Yeah.
Ravenclaw.
Nice. And this also goes back to you wanting to be an advocate. This next question. What do you feel the gaming industry needs? We kind of pretty much said that earlier. Are we still going to stick with kind of that advocacy?
Yeah, for sure. I do think the gaming industry definitely needs more acceptance and openness and accessibility to people, not just adults, but any kind of people who might feel marginalized by scary gatekeeping gamer people. But I also think that the gaming community needs a lot more just tolerance in general of other people's opinions, other people's feelings. People can have opinions without it being a personal attack against you. It's okay. Everybody chill. Everybody be happy.
Everybody
It's
pop
okay.
a chill pill.
It's okay.
All right, we have our last question here. What is your least favorite game? And please be nice.
Mhm.
There is no such thing as a truly bad game.
See, this question is a little bit hard because I haven't played a whole lot, and I'll only buy a game if I'm like very, very interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like half answer this question. So I said my favorite game is Mass Effect, right? I
Mhm.
love it. Mass Effect 1 is so outdated and broken. It's almost impossible to play sometimes. Like if you're playing on... I tried to play it on the Xbox. Absolutely not happening.
Yeah.
I can barely play it. Like certain parts I can barely play it on like PC. Like, oh my god. Just, it needs a remaster. It needs a remaster.
So out of your
Really
favorite
bad.
games, that's your least favorite.
Yes. It frustrates me because it's like my brother said, you could play like when I was thinking about playing Mass Effect, he was like, you could play Mass Effect, but you're gonna suffer, and I agree. Also, I don't know. Yeah, pretty much that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. That's it for our interview here. Thank you, Krys, for sitting down and talking with me. Krys and I have known each other for a long time.
Mhm.
She is Ben's wife, and we've been really good friends for some time.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on and being a part of our team here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in to join our table for this one-on-one interview. We hope to hear, see, and have you guys tune in again. That'll be it for today. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.